DeForest here at 113 pounds. Well, that is correction. That is our next match. Eck and DeForest is our next match at 120. Ready to go here at 113 pounds, Mack Mauger of Idaho, Dru Ayala of Iowa. Ayala will be in the green ankle band. Mauger in the red ankle band. Ayala in the blue Seabolt Wrestling Academy singlet. And you'll see Mauger in the red. Both wrestlers tying up here. Upper body, the 2-on-1 tie on from the right side from Mauger. Ayala trying to push away from it, still circling in. Great job there by Ayala. Even though he's got that 2-on-1 tie on him, he's still trying to create separation. And he's not backing up, but he's staying centered and circling around.
Ayala needs to pry this wrist. Try to get his wrist free up. What's that break the action?
1:05 left here in the first. One of the big powerhouse wrestling clubs in the state of Iowa, the Seabolt Wrestling Academy.
This is the second Idaho fella out there.
Yes, Idaho.
Same coach in the corner too.
Idaho did bring a lot of wrestlers this weekend. And Iowa, of course, not far drive. So a lot of guys from nearby clubs. Once their wrestling season is done at the high school level, let's just do some off-season work. And wrestling has really gotten to be a year-round sport, Drew. I mean, when I was in high school years ago, it was one of those things where you encourage multi-sports for the wrestlers, but there's so many more opportunities now for these kids to continue to wrestle at a year-round. Like, this may be one of the last Folkstyle tournaments until we get into the freestyle season.
Yeah, and I'm a little biased. I'm still pro multi-sport. You can still get on the mat throughout the summer and whatnot, but I think being able to get athletic movements down in other sports, and then the adversity that comes with it. Maybe you're a really good wrestler and you got to figure out how to be good at other things, right? Just you learn to deal with that mentally, right? Of, man, maybe I'm not a super good football player. How do I deal with that?
Caution called on Ayala, moving a little too quickly. On Mauger, excuse me. Mauger with the caution. Bottom guy set, top guy on. Ayala and the blue Seabolt Wrestling Academy singlet picked down to start our second. We had no score in the first. And now Mauger will see if he's able to ride Ayala here.
If he steps over this far foot, he can plant Mauger into the mat, put his hip down.
Ayala wrestling with his head drilled into the mat right now, but still knee slide attempt, trying to control those wrists. He gets up to his feet. Mauger does a great judo chop with the leg here below the knees. And a nice mat return there by Mauger. Still has that 2-on-1 tie. Rotating his hips around the back of Ayala, but still keeping pressure, staying behind the elbows. And we're halfway through our match here at 113 pounds. We've crowned 2 champions so far. And a lot of wrestling left to be had here in your 2023 Folkstyle Nationals.
Mauger close to 2. He only gets 1 swipe out of that. All I got to do, there he goes. He gets that wrist clear. He needs to keep his pinkies out right here. All right, see, as he's pushing up, he folds that arm in. He has to keep his pinkies out to keep that wrist from getting captured.
40 seconds left here in the seconds. Mauger doing a great job of riding on top. This was Ayala's choice of picking down, so if he wants it to be a successful period, at least get a point from his choice. But he's figuring out Mauger does a great job, but they're going to call stalling on top of Mauger, not working off to the side, staying parallel, and not having a chance of working perpendicular and working on a near fall attempt. So that is your first stall call on Mauger. Bottom guy set, top guy cover. Be interesting to see if Mauger will try to work off to the side here. He has that.
Yeah, usually in that situation, I like to see like a stalemate first. I know we can't hear it very well, but maybe he's like, hey, do some work. Maybe, hopefully the ref was saying that. But usually on those, you like to see a stalemate first to be like, hey, you just sit there, you're going to get called for stalling.
And that will be your second period. We'll go to the third and final period. Mauger with a stall call against him has his choice now. Will we see Ayala on top? And we will. We have had no score in this match. No one's gotten a takedown or escape. Each wrestler will have a chance here on top. Mauger.
Ayala's going to cut him. Mauger has a stall warning.
Okay.
Ayala has some good attacks. Let's see if he can get to his offense. State runner-up this year.
Ayala isn't going to deal with riding him. He's going to be taking him to his feet. 1-0 lead for Mauger after successfully riding Ayala through the full second period. Ayala's now going to have to go on his offense.
Mauger doing a good job not bouncing too much, right? He's staying down in his stance. A lot of times when people start level changing like that, you'll see the opponents start bouncing up and down. He's doing a good job at holding his position right here.
Minute and a half left in this third period. Ayala reaches off from the left side. Mauger still trying to control those wrists, control those elbows. He had a 2-on-1 tie earlier in the first period, but no offense. No offensive points were scored off of that move, but both wrestlers creating separation right here in the middle of the mat with 1:05 left. Wrist control onto the right side there by Mauger. And we're under a minute to go. There's a low shot there by Ayala. He's got to reset and get back up to his feet. Nice reaction time there by Mauger.
Here's this 2-on-1 again. That's where Mauger got early in the first. He's looking to scoop that leg.
Momentarily, Ayala on all fours.
He's got to scoop the leg if he wants to get called for it. He doesn't have the leg scoop, sir. You can't. That's not. Throw the break, you're not going to get it. There's no, he hasn't.
And Ayala.
They're gonna challenge this. Nothing, out of bounds. He's gonna throw it. There's no way.
What is the?
He's behind both arms. He's behind both arms, but the leg's not hooked, right? He's not hooked in there. He's not all the way behind, so he's off to the side like this. I'd be very shocked if they call this a takedown. All right, Ayala did a good job at catching that leg. The leg never got hooked in there.
Might have been with the Idaho coach's view. Might not have been the best view with their backs being towards the Idaho coach, but we'll see here. With 20 seconds left in the third, 1-0. Successful challenge. 23 seconds left. Ayala picked down in the second. He got rode out the full period.
Yep. Mauger's going to look for this. I'm guessing he's going to look for this ankle hook if he can. There goes that escape. Ayala's going to.
That is a one-point escape.
One shot off.
One shot left here for Ayala. And that will not do it. 3-1 winner by a thriller at 113 pounds. Mack Mauger is your 2023 Junior Division Folkstyle National Champion.
Now Mauger wrestled that one good. And he did a good job staying in position.